I've been drinking.
Yo, Ivan Brew in the house, and today we're not tasting a beer, we're making one. So, I named it Ivan's Wheat Dim Ale. There's the instructions, it's 2 pages. Alright, so basically it's a 5-gallon batch that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be on 7/01/2020, and it's gonna be just a 2 pounds, ingredients wise, of 2 raw grain. I'm gonna pretty much put it at a temperature of 66 Celsius or 153 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes for mash. And then the rest is right over here. We're gonna add a little bit of those 2 big jugs of the heavy wheat stuffs, which is the also an extract of wheat and grain. Should increase my gravity by about 1.070 total for those 2. Then some Cascade hops will go in the end. I also got the Cascaded Alpha at 6.3, and then I got 2 of those I'll add for bittering Citra hops, pretty nice as well. A little bit of raisins just for the mix of it. Then we got a little bit of hopped canned Prophecy Ale. Might as well add some of that. And a little bit of boost of the sugar. In total, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a gravity of 1.12, which is gonna lend me, if yeast does, speaking of which, the yeast is the wheat yeast. If it does really well, should be able to get over around 12% alcohol. That's the goal. So here's the instructions. I sanitized everything. Yeah. One other thing you gotta know on brewing. A little lesson brewing 101. Make sure your kitchen is clean. Sanitize equipment. Test out wort chiller if it works. It's a little thing that will reduce the heat. Pre-boil the water. The new rule that I found out from Germany. If you pre-boil, usually you're gonna have less problems with like carbonating your beer or having your beer having off flavors. All right, measuring cup. Make sure you have that sanitized. Temperature tools, all sanitized, and clean fermentation, and your supplies, which we have everything. Let's start the brew. Just starting. Showed you the ingredients. Check it out. I'm gonna do brewing edge, mash and boil. Just got sanitized. Boiled it out, cleared it out. Should be good. Cleared that air. 4R or something, R4 air. It's from the bottom, you just click on it. And then clear if you put too much stuff in there, as you can see. Anyways, all right, so 7 gallons of water. I anticipate to evaporate about 1.5 gallons. So that's why I'm gonna put it in there and pre-boil. The temperatures start to rise up in my brewer's edge, and you can see the bubbles are starting to come up. I'm gonna pre-boil the water, which is the alkaline water, 88, should be a good one for this brew. And I will preheat the 5 gallons at first, get it to a boil, cool it down to about 153 degrees. That's when I'm gonna pitch, that's when I'm gonna actually throw in the grain, the old grain, since we're doing a hybrid brew. And I'm gonna pretty much hold it there for about 30-40 minutes as well at about 153 degrees before I take out the bag. Step 1 of hybrid brewing. You can see I'm at around 164 right now, but I pitched at around 166, and that's gonna be 2 pounds of grain. As you can see, it smells really good. Looks nice. It's bubbling up a little bit. So that's about gonna stay there for about 45 minutes. Is of course After the sparge and pitching the grain, I took it out, and now it's the hops. So Citra hops, we have 2 ounces of this good stuff. I just released the hops into a one of those hot boiler things, as you can see right there. It's boiling up at exactly 215 Fahrenheit, and it's gonna be a boil of 45 minutes before I pitch all the rest of the things, which is gonna be another hop addition, and of course I'm gonna add all the extract. All right, about to do another hop addition into my hopper. Check it out. That's how it looks. It's kind of like filtrates all the hops. I'm about to add another ounce. So after 45 minutes, I'm adding an ounce of Cascade hops for more flavor and bittering, and at the same time aroma as well. Cheers. 2.1 step is that I just boiled this up a little bit right here up top. So we're gonna add this extra Prophecy Ale. You're gonna have some hop additions. It has a bunch of malt in it. There's some, and we'll see what it's gonna do to the brew. Here we go, guys, right here, which is they're each one, I believe, like 16 ounces. 3.3 lb actually, really heavy. They're Bavarian wheat extract. And I'm gonna add that at about right here. It's at 215 right now. It's going. Hop additions did well. As you can see, they're starting to come up a little bit. That's fine. And here we go. Aromatic hops, which is this, gonna go for another 7 minutes. But because of all the stuff I put in there, I hit an E4 error. There's no way to get rid of it. But it's cool. I hold it up like that for another, maybe instead of 7, I'll do it 15 minutes. And then all that heat will still be able to get my aroma hops in. Right now we're at, let's check. As you can see, the brew, we're hitting about 100 and actually hitting them almost 200. Look at that, like 198, not bad. So right now we're actually at pretty good temperature in order to finish up the brew without having boiling anything up, so everything good. Then I'm gonna transfer, we're actually gonna put the coils in. The water comes in, and the hot water comes out right there. So it cools the beer down quickly, so I can be able to pitch the yeast without having it get contaminated, hopefully. But some awesome wild yeast to make some amazing beer. It's always welcome. Cheers. Check it out. So right now the brew is at around 95 degrees. Hoping the weather will cool it down to about 89, so I can pitch the yeast. Check out how it's foaming up. That's right. Here we go, Demon Brew. Sweet Demon, baby. Let's run it. Alright, time to pitch the yeast. Check it out. Foamed up. Hella crazy. About to pitch this whole bag of wheat yeast. This is a Wheat Ale 06 by Safers. Let's do it. This is how you test the gravity. So you take some of the wort, which is basically a beer without the yeast in it yet. Right there. You can take a look right there, and it's you can see it's at around 1.063. So if it's 1.063, hopefully it'll clear it up we have a good chance of around 6% beer. Let's go for it. Cheers. We're gonna bottle this awesome beer that I brewed. It's a Weed Demon. That's what I call it. By Brew. So you gotta sanitize your bottles and make sure you go through a full cycle of sanitization. You're gonna take out a cap, where you're gonna cap your beer with. And this right here, you look right here, that's a fermenter. And fermenting this most awesome beer, which is gonna be about 7% IPA. Check it out. This is how I measure my gravity. Started at 63, went down to 10, made it about 7%. Pretty nice. Love it. So what you want to do when you tap your beer, you want to put this in here. Just run it up right there. Oh my lord. Fuck shit up. As always. Fucking shit up. That's what's up. As you can see, he's good at a beer. Oh my god, it's so good. I feel so bad about this. One other thing you gotta know. I'm gonna put a tap on these guys in here. And finally, I think the beer is ready. This is going to be the first tasting of this beer. It's been 3 weeks since it's been carbonating, bottle conditioned. This is a Weed Demon representing from a Hazy IPA style. All right, there's a long wait, so finally let's see what I got. Oh, nice smoke. Oh, yeah, wildly carbonated, so the carbonation is good. Check it. Ah, look at the color on this. It's a nice, beautiful, hazy color, full of carbonation, about 3-finger head with this tiny little tasting glass. Aroma? Yeah, like a homebrew should be. It has that sweet, very floral, hoppy, and caramel aroma. Yeah, a lot of that caramel. Wow, that's pretty nice. Look at that color. It even has that little golden, deep gold caramel color. All right, cheers. Oh my God. This is an amazing beer. I think this is one of the best beers I've ever brewed. It has that initial tiny bit of sweetness, And then slowly turns to a floral bitterness, but mostly I taste caramel, pear, brown sugar, a little bit of burnt sugar, on a little smoky burnt sugar on there. Man, it's nice, complex too. And then it finishes up just with a little bit of touch of pine cone. Oh my God. I think this is the best beer I ever brewed so far of any IPA styles for sure. Golden Ale was something different, but for this, oh my God, it's an amazing beer. I would rate it at the highest possible. I can't rate my own beers, but if I tasted a beer with no label and somebody else made it, 5 out of 5 hops on Not Brew scale all the way. Always subscribe, write any comments. Till next time, guys. Stay true. Shining for you.
Speak drum.
Yep.
Tell the real story.
I'm a Brew Will.
Listen to the story that comes